So next it'll be on to the vehicles and dealing with all the stuff on the ship. So starting with those vehicles, you'll see here I'm going to do this Black Dog kit, and it has 16 vehicles, and those two white ones there I have on the side here, and then those other yellow ones I've cut out and separated, as well as all the tires that go on those vehicles. And then you'll see these 4 vehicles and these 2 crane-like vehicles are from the CV62 kit that I cannibalized for this project. So as usual, I have my references, including these pictures I took at the Pima Air Museum, as well as pictures from my GRS video, and then references I found out on the internet. And then accordingly, I painted all those vehicles yellow, including those 2 crane pieces, as well as the 2 white vehicles, and then all the tires. And then I came back with the black and hand painted all the tires, starting with these 2 crane vehicles, and then the tops of all the service vehicles per my references. And then while I let those dry, I removed all those planes that I'd previously done from the top of the deck and set those aside while I get back to that deck. And yeah, that's 10 years worth of dust on there. And then as per the Starfighter decals references, I had to put on that correct 65. And then I also wanted to highlight the catapult runways, so I used decal for that as well. The stripe decal here, and then of course I had to lay down the clear coat so that the decals would stick. And then I used the letters from these spares for the gray sections, and then silver stripe decal, and then of course that 65. So here's the result. Now that's not going to stay that way, especially in the blast door hookup area. It's not going to stay that solid gray, but at least I have a start on the deck. So then I finished up the vehicles, touched all those up, put all those tires on, which was a major pain. And then I went back and hit that deck with dull coat, so that should be ready to proceed on. And then regarding those elevators, the Starfighter decals have this configuration for the decals that go on the elevator. However, in checking my GRS references, I'm not so sure that configuration they have is correct. As you can see here, the 7 and 5 are on this elevator, whereas in the decal they're not together, and then the 1 is on this elevator, and I don't believe the decal reference has that either. So I'm going to have to double check everything and maybe go with my references as opposed to the kit. So next time I'll get started on that deck and weathering it, and I've gone out and checked my references for how that deck should look, and I'm going to try to do the best I can on that, as well as the hull and weathering that. So that's probably what I'll work on next time. So again, I hope you found that interesting, and as always, thanks for watching and happy modeling.